If you are not making $200,000 a year, you must watch this video completely and carefully. If you are making $200,000 a year or more, you'd better watch this video completely and carefully too. Because you can make more money in real estate. Is the dream of owning your home lingering in your mind? Ever considered investing in real estate? But wait, what's holding you back? It's money, isn't it? Do you find yourself working tirelessly, juggling 2 or even 3 jobs just to save up? Saving enough money to buy the house you've dreamed about. If you are with the situation I mentioned before, please continue the video. If you are not, if money is not a problem for you, if you have enough money, if you have a lot of money, don't waste the time with me here to discuss this kind of topic. Just go back to your life, enjoy your life. The speed of saving money is faster or slower than the speed of price increasing. We do the calculation together. Let's break down the numbers and see if your hard working aligns with your home ownership dreams. Ever wondered how much you can save annually after covering rent, food, clothing, transportation, gas, insurance, and social expense? Let me do it for you. Let's do the math. According to the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver, between 2007 and 2023, 16 years, the house prices have surged from $680,000 to $1,964,000. It means increased $1,284,000 total in 16 years. And every year averagely increased $80,000. Can you save $1,284,000 from 2007 to 2023? How much can you save a year? How much can you make a year? Let's say you make $200,000 a year. You know what? If you do, you are the top of 4% of people in USA or in Canada. Only 4% of people can make this number or more every year. Let's say you are excellent. You are money-making machine. You are one of the top 4%. You only can take home around $120,000. Why? Don't forget the big boss. The government, they need a cut. We call it tax. The more you can make, the more tax you should pay. That's fair enough. Agree? Even luckily, you are one of the top 4%. Saving enough money is not that easy. Seems like an uphill battle. Especially in big cities like Vancouver, New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Toronto, Seattle, and other big cities, where rents can be sky high. Let's continue our calculation. You make $200,000 a year. I assume you are not going to sleep on street. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? So how much will you pay for your rent? Regularly, in the big cities, for a 1-bedroom apartment, the rent will be from $1,500 to $3,000. Let's say you are mean enough to yourself. You only want to pay $1,500 a month, plus utilities and internet is around $20,000 a year. Wait. Probably you are thinking, I don't go to big cities, I ever go to a small town. Hey, smarty, please tell me, what's the chance you still can make $200,000 in that small town? In the opposite, probably in many small towns, small cities, you should appreciate even if you can find a job. Let's come back to our calculation. The ugly truth is, believe me, you are not going to live in that $1,500 apartment if you are really making $200,000 a year. Anyway, you can save more than $80,000 a year. Now, you beat me, you win. But, wait a minute, hold on 1 second. Do you pay for food, drink, cell phone, clothing, dressing, car, gas, insurance, parking, etc.? Even you are tough enough, even you are mean enough to yourself, you are going to pay for that, right? That's very basic and essential for a person living with dignity, right? Again, I just consider you are mean enough, again, to yourself, tough enough to yourself, and used the very basic and cheap ones. It's another $20,000 for all these kind of essential basic things. Until now, it's very tough to save $80,000 a year already. But are you a normal person? Yes, right? So, do you date? Do you have kids? Do you have any hobby? Do you social? Do you have any vacation? Don't do that. Don't do any of those I mentioned. Why? Because any of the things I mentioned can be very expensive and eat the balance as all. Nothing left. Forget about saving. If you do any of this, you will be very lucky if you still can save anything. The worst news is 96% of the opportunity is you are not that top 4%. You are not making $200,000 a year. That's the reason many people think it's very difficult to buy a house. No hope at all. Give up? Desperate? Hopeless? Not homeless yet, right? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Don't give up yet. There is a hope. Some people still can buy a house, buy a big house, even not with $200,000 income, even no money at all, like I was. What? Is that true? Are you lying? You heard me right. It is true. I'm not lying. Let me share my own real story. I arrived in North America 20 years ago, the first day after I got off the airplane and paid the rent and deposit, the first month's rent. I had only $200 left in my pocket. Be careful, it's not $200,000, it's $200. The second day, I started working as a delivery guy in a Korean restaurant with $9 per hour payment. You know what? 3 years later, in these 3 years, I made similar income. I didn't win any big lottery. I did not make $200,000 a year, even not close. It's far and far away. But you know what? 3 years later, I bought a big house in a good neighborhood. It's really a big house, especially for me at that time. 2 floors, 8 bedrooms, around 3,000 square feet building, almost 5,000 square feet land, 2 cars garage. I swear, I did not rob any bank. I did not rob Elon Musk, neither. Oh, he was not that rich at that time yet. Some people thought I was a rich guy to do that, to buy that big house. The truth is, I was not. How could I be rich with $9 per hour income? But you know what? I was kind of rich later. I was much richer than before because another 3 years later, I sold that house and I made a profit around $500,000 profit by selling that house. I'm not here to show off or brag about myself. I just want to emphasize one thing. Changing your mindset is very important. Changing the way you think about buying a house, changing the idea about money, changing the idea about wealth. If you really want to be a homeowner, if you really want to buy a big house, you should change the way you think. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not saying you should be lazy and don't work hard anymore. No, that's not what I mean. Working hard is good, it's necessary. You have to work hard, but in a smart way, not only working hard. Working hard is admirable, but working smart is crucial. Think of it like reaching your goal of going to Rome from New York. You could walk hard, you could run hard, or even swim hard, working hard every step. One day, I hope one day, you will be there in Rome. Or you could choose a faster, smarter way, like riding a bicycle, driving a car, or just flying in the airplane, in any airplane. The same principle applies to home ownership and real estate investment. Working hard, saving hard is a way to buy properties. Finally, one day, I hope so, I hope that one day will be here before you are too old, or too tired, or before you give up. But there are many other ways, many faster ways, many easier ways to do it. Just like the sample I mentioned, going to Rome. Begin with the end in mind. As Stephen Covey Wesley said, this philosophy can be applied to real estate too, or investment, business, or your relationship. Join me on this journey to smart home ownership, smart real estate investment. It's time to break free from the traditional ways and welcome strategies that aligns with your dreams. I'm here to guide you through the art of zero-down house purchases. Let's make your home ownership dream a reality. See you on the other side in Rome.